those priorities, right? And those are quality distributors and quality loyal customers, right? So we're going to talk about quality distributors. But before I share with you 3 questions that you're going to ask these new distributors, we're going to talk about our program for and a friend. And I know you have heard this like 1,000 times today, but we're in Punta Cana and we're always learning. So I'm going to teach you something new since you've been practicing your Spanish here in Punta Cana. Have you been practicing your Spanish? Sí or no? Okay, so we're going to practice. And I'm going to teach you something that you're going to use in your business, and that's for and a friend. So we have 4 groups in here. So we're going to start with for and a friend, right? Okay, so let's start. Friend. Okay, good. You have it down to English, right? Now we're going to do it in Spanish, okay? 4. Oh, come on. 4 y un amigo. Okay.
Un amigo.
Perfect. Now you know what to do. Okay, so let's start. Where's my clicker? Let's start talking about what are we gonna do with our friend. Okay, so we're gonna bring those distributors to our team, and we had great advice from Linessa, from Pamela, from everybody here on the stage. But I just want to summarize, and I'm going to give you 3 questions that we're going to use to qualify those distributors. It's great to have a lot of people join our business, right? It's great to bring those people to our business, but we have a lot of people and we don't have the time to train them, right, and to qualify them to be successful. Are you going to make money? Are you making money if you bring in a lot of people but they're not doing the work? No, right? Perhaps you can earn $150, right? One time. But is that a good practice? Is that building your business to the future? No, right? So we want to qualify those distributors. So 3 questions that we're going to ask that distributor. The first one, okay, and I want you to take note on this. Oh, we changed, okay. The first one is, what will make it worth for you to stay in this business? And then basically we're asking, why are you here? They're new, they don't know you, right? And this is a simple question to identify, why are they here? We think and we assume that everyone comes to this business because they want to make a lot of money. And that's not the case at all times. I had this conversation with our leaders in Arizona about a month ago, and Isa and Edwin, are you here? Yes. They put this into practice about a month ago, and I had a conversation with them yesterday, and what they're saying when they ask these questions, they're finding out how they're going to train and work with these distributors. They're going to know if they're going to be distributors or they're just simple customers, right? So we're going to identify where they're coming from. So the first one, what will make it worth for you to stay with me? And we're going to find out if they want $150, $500, $3,000, $4,000, but we know how to work with them. So that's the first question. We're going to identify what is going to make it worth for them. The second one, we do a lot of, we run our business through social media, and we're showing everyone, and I'm sure you're doing this, you're in Punta Cana, you're having fun, we had a great party last night, you're here in training, and that's what our distributors, our potential customers and distributors see out there, right? They see the fun, they see that you're here, but they don't know the behind the scenes, what it took you to be here. So it's very important to ask this question. Are they willing and open to follow my training, my onboarding process? Are they willing to do the things that I need to do or they need to do to be successful? Because we want to set out the expectations from the beginning. We want to share with them the reality of the business. Yes, there's a lot of fun. Yes, we can make some money. We can go to Punta Cana, we can have fun. But there's a lot of things to do behind the scenes to get to that level. So it's very important to ask them, are they willing and open to follow my onboarding process? Are they open and willing to be part of social media, interact in social media? So that open and willing, we're asking for permission, right? We're asking them, this is what you need to do to get there. And so that's very, very key on this second question. Make sure that they know the reality of this business. It's not just the fun, but there's some activities that I need to do behind the scenes to be able to get to where I want. We are leaders, right? And our job is to serve the people that come to us. We show them the way. We hold their hands, but we can't do the work for them. We are looking for duplication here. I'm doing the job, right? I'm learning how to do it, and I'm going to teach this other person to do it. We have many of you here doing that work, right? And we have some great, great leaders that are seeing a change in their business when they duplicate what they're doing. I know Luisa Dominguez is doing a good job showing their team the 4 and a friend with duplication. I make the money, right? I'm going to show my team how to do it. So we're going to hold their hand, but we can't do the work for them. And that's key with those new distributors, to make sure that we have that clear expectations. The third question that we're going to ask them is, what are the big roadblocks? So share with me, help me out here. What do you hear from those new distributors? They come, they join, they get their business kit, and then 2 weeks later, they tell you, my husband doesn't want me to do the job, right? Or I have a full-time job and I can't do it. What else do you hear from them?
Everyone's saying no.
They don't have time. I don't have friends, right? All these things that we learn after we have spent time and energy with them, right? So isn't it better if we found out about these roadblocks before, so that we know where we stand and they know what are the expectations? So when we talk about the roadblocks, right, we find out what they are and we help them find solutions before they make that decision, so that we as leaders can serve them and guide them the best way we can. So if it's the husband, right, well, let's have a conversation. Let's just have a plan how we're going to work this out. They might come, join us, they spend all this money, all this time. We have our high hopes that this is the next rock star. And then they tell me, oh, I just don't spend any time on my phone. Well, they come with all of these uses, right? But if we know them before, we can serve them better. With that. And no, this business is it can be for everyone, but not everyone is for this business. So with these 3 questions, right, what is it worth it for you to be here? This is, are you open and willing to do these activities? And what are the roadblocks? These 3 questions, it's going to take you 10 minutes. We're going to interview them for 10 minutes and ask these 3 questions. Once we know the answer of these 3 questions, we're going to be able to guide them and show them the best way to do the business. So it's very simple. What is it worth for you to be here, right, is the why. Are you open and willing to do the activities that we have to be successful? And number 3, what's your roadblocks, right? These 3 questions, very simple, 10 minutes. But I promise that it's going to make a difference in your business, right, Edwin and Isa? Are they making a difference? Yes. And I know, Karen, in your business, you're using it as well. So it's very good practice and simple for the business. Now, for us, right, we create real expectations. We are not the boss. We're not the manager. We're the leader, and we show them the way. We're holding the hands, but we can't do this business for them. We can check if they're doing the work or not. Whose decision is that? Is it my decision? Is it your decision? Or is the new distributor decision if they're doing or not the activities? It's their decision, right? We always see, oh, that person has so much potential. She can do so much in this business. But if they don't believe that, if they don't make that decision, it's not going to happen. And this phrase from Brent Brown is, clear is kind. Clear is kind, and if we set up the right expectations, they are going to be able to follow us. So my invitation to you, moving forward, okay, try these three questions with your new distributors, and you are going to start seeing a difference in the quality. You're going to identify whether they're distributors or they're going to be loyal customers. Now that we talk about new distributors, let's talk about how we're going to qualify our loyal customers. So help me welcome Lori Lambert, our Regional Sales Manager for the Central Region.